A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
3rd down give to Robinson. Pickup of 2 here. And the Falcons will have a first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
1st and 10 from the 41. Penix here from the gun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Penix on 1st down. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is cut. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a first down. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Here's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Penix. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Penix escapes the pocket. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And they send a man in motion. Trying for it with Penix. The back grabs it. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He's stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Straight to the air here. It's Young. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Gets this to Sanders. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. They're going for it, Young. He finds him beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Young to throw it. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he'll get it up to the 44. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Young on 1st and 10. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Falcons get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Penix now on first down. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's 2nd and 2. That's intercepted near the sideline. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
2nd and 10. Penix to throw. That throw behind his intended target.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Play action. Here's Penix. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, ready? 1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's on the move. Now he takes it. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Raheem Blackshear now to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Has a hole left, room to run. To the 15. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it. Touchdown. The Panthers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Did we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Staying with Robinson. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. They're going for this. He's got it to his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
On first down, here's Penix. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they need to get 4 on third down. And again, it's Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. Running down the left side. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Younghoe Koo on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Blackshear on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 31. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry up offense here. 1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. David Onyemata there for the stop. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Panthers in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hubbard again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
To the air on 1st down. Young. Pass complete to Hubbard. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 6 now. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Receiver in motion, headed right. Back to throw. Here's Young. Hubbard hauls it in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Panthers leading by 7. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Hubbard. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Trying it again with Hubbard. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. They'll try with Hubbard. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only 1 yard on the pickup. Oh boy, now they're facing 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
Setting up to pass. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
Into the hands of Pitts. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small...
I put the new 4Gs on the G. I into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I'm got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. All this designer on my body got me drip, drip. Hey, straight up out the objects, I'm a big. If I got up, I'ma sip. I run the racks up with my queen like London and Nip. But I got rich on all these, I didn't forget back. I had to go through the struggle, I didn't forget that. I hopped inside of the Maybach and now I can sit back. Deep know me now, cause I got them big racks. Cause I'm getting money now, I know you heard that. Young on the corner, I had to serve. Uncle fronted me some, had to get him back. We came up on dirty money, I gave it a back. Cut off the, then I gave my a new coupe. Either you run it. Got a New Orleans, man, that voodoo. And on that now, who knew?
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. Velus Jones now from his end zone. Escapes the defender, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First play, and Young is going to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Young now. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Now Young. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now here's the former Panther. Had some great years with him. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, first and 10.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Ball on the 8. It's second and 4. Here's Purdy. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Purdy. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Purdy looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
And that flag accepted. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Purdy from the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be backed up a bit here after the free kick as they start out 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Back to throw, Purdy. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 55 yards. And the Niners, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And ultimately this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They go play action. Young. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, Carter, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Young loses it. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Now Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Young to throw. Buying time to his left. Checks this down to Hubbard. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
And see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Here's Young. Being chased out left. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Young. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Young. Steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Well, CD, for the losing side. They had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a leave, it would be as friend to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Young wasting no time, right to the air. He's got a man, complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen, 70 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 70 yards. And the Eagles strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Dancing to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Second down and 3. The play fake. Now Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Young to throw it. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. They work now on 2nd and 9. Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff running through the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more. Another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw, Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This is a quick incompletion. This is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Young out to his left. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Barkley. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Hurts changing up the play. A handoff to Barkley. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley, pushing his way through. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 8 yards out. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. 20, and he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. So it's a victory here for the